Wink.
Absolutely, it can be whatever you want it to be. If you want this to be Corellia, then let's go to Corellia. Let's all go to Corellia.
Yeah, that's an attitude.
Let's all go to Corellia, get ourselves some snacks.
That's an attitude.
It's a thing.
I think so.
Alright. How was your guys' week?
Ultra dead. Too many allergies.
You really didn't do a whole lot of planning, you just basically wing it and hope that it goes for the best?
No.
Plan was already done. We've just been waiting.
Yeah, we've had the plan well established. It's just not a very good one.
The wing it joke was just the fact that there was really nothing to talk about.
Yep.
We just couldn't come up with anything better without further information, and our time for accruing further information has passed.
That's the unfortunate side of...
We actually don't actually try to steal the jewel until like 7 in the morning.
I mean, the place is just opening, they'll never expect it.
That's right, we gotta give them a fair shot.
They probably actually wouldn't ever expect it, because it's
Dawn
really
robbery.
dull.
They would never expect illicit activity. No one
We
does.
show up, then we show up and find out they actually opened at 6.
No!
Then we show up and find out they moved the jewel at midnight. Like, oh. Oh.
Could you please tell me where it is now and the security codes to get in?
Well, since you asked nicely.
Just gotta roll high enough, right?
That's right.
You know, count those cents to pick it up for.
I'll offer you a Wookiee massage.
Ooh.
Is that called a broken neck in other worlds?
Well, that's
Does the
okay, because
massage-
I thought that those were Imperial only.
if there was anything 6 Days of Sacrifice taught me, is that you can still have a broken neck and have sex.
But it hurts.
Getting off to a great start tonight.
I think so.
Amazing. This is...
Can I
Riveting.
seduce the guards who are undoubtedly overseeing the jewel?
I mean, we've already
you
referenced.
may attempt to do so,
Fantastic.
and the
We've already
attempt may actually
referenced-
pass.
We've already referenced breaking necks and cripple sex, so I think this is a good start.
Right. It's not every day you can go into a tabletop session getting cripple sex.
We can go
Today.
Oh, god damn it. We're so fucking dead this.
Alright, well, well, with that attitude, we might as well get started. I believe the gala just ended and everyone was
Yes.
leaving.
It was an hour before midnight, I believe.
Yes.
And
The
all
clock
through
had
the house.
The Imperial Standard clocks had just struck 11 p.m.
Alright. Well, quick change of clothes will be necessitated for you folks, and then we need to find one of these banking droids. We didn't get, like, a confirmation for exactly what locations they would be in. I do know that Eris told us there would be a few milling about. I don't know. Is there, like... Would there, like, be, like, a banking droid, like, at, like, the fucking docks? Or something? Like, when the freighters, like, constantly come in and out? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like...
There
handling
is there is a droid that operates near the docks in Port Town because there's a bar that stays open late. And
Fantastic.
and drunkards need to get their money out.
Ah, yes, and our destiny pool to know how fucked we are this session.
I expected nothing less.
Those are my expectations
Fuck
as
me.
well.
I'd rather not, Aaron.
So that would be my suggestion. Port Town sounds like it'd be a less secure place. Anyway, so if we could go there, unless you folks can think of a better location where a less secure banking droid would be.
Could we? I'm trying to think.
I was mostly just thinking that we'd loiter in an alleyway somewhere and grab it as it was going past. Basically, mug it.
Right, like, we can do that, like, you know, like, but we need to, like, actually go to the banking droid first. Like, us trying to pick a random alley in the giant metropolis of Cloud City won't work.
Right. But yeah, since they're... I don't really have an opinion on where it happens, but since they're basically walking ATMs, as long as we pick a place, we should be able to mug it.
Okay. Are you just gonna slice it then and there?
as opposed to
Taking it back and
Kidnapping it, running through the streets, carrying a banking droid directly to our home so that we can, sit down in comfort and do it.
I just want to put this perspective. This isn't walking ATM. You know what ATMs do, right?
They spit out money.
What else do they do?
They also have like cameras and other recording software. Like we can't like lug the thing pretty far. I don't think. Like we would just have to take it into some place that was scoped out to be quiet and relatively abandoned here in Cloud City with Lobot everywhere.
Listen,
Like
I've
a
learned
space
from
dumpster.
observing some of the dumbest criminals on the planet because I live in Florida. You just run up to it, spray paint the camera, and do your business.
Oh god, we're being watched.
that actually sounds reasonable.
That we're being watched? Yeah, it does. We're in fucking Cloud City.
The difficulty with that reasoning in Star Wars is that, like, holo cameras and stuff can do, like, 360-degree recording,
Right, it's
so
like
you
fucking
can't really
Blade
run up
Runner
behind it.
S-verse. Yeah.
Right.
But you could run up to it with a mask on.
Could you?
It'd be really obvious, and you'd have to finish your stuff and get out quickly.
Because unlike some ATMs, this thing actually can talk.
Yes.
Help!
You rip out its phone.
Well, that's what for restraining it like long enough, like me holding it down long enough for someone to put on a restraining bolt is meant to do. Hopefully, that takes a few seconds, and as far as I'm aware, unless that droid is a player character, that restraining bolt will command it appropriately.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need to pull it in somewhere
Yes.
long enough to restraining bolt it, then we walk it back to the ship.
Yes, 10, 15 seconds, however long it fucking takes, before it can, like, because I imagine it probably has its own fucking alarm system, too. Like, oh, help me, masters! Oh, they're taking me! Oh, they're going to steal all of the money!
Save me, Lobot.
Then
Maybe.
all of a sudden,
Your
all of the
half-brother.
wing guard shows up.
There's other things, yeah, but you could totally do that. Let me just... Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
That
All right, let's go head off to the docks that in Port Down. Then
Would it be possible for me to try to flex my newfangled force ability to see a future possibility where we might actually be able to do this with some sort of advantage?
And this is in here. This is in the 4 section. What page is it on, please? I just need to read like the actual like.
Oh, just use the Force and Destiny once it says all the powers. And it'll be page 202 there.
In Force and Destiny.
Yeah.
Woo, beta.
I think they actually finished the beta.
Yeah, it's
I
actually
think
has
they're just in publication now. Or finally editing in
pre-release.
publication.
user may spend either light side or dark side points to gain vague hints so that they come in the next day of his own personal future. Alright. So it's happening in the next day, so anytime.
Within 24 hours is the
Alright, you could totally
limitation.
do that if you want to.
Just trying to see a possibility where we're not Destiny. Where we won't be completely boned in attempting this.
well, the Force has already ruled that we will be completely boned in this.
Well, hey!
So I can spend one of those to try to see possible futures ahead of me in the next 24 hours. So I'm trying to find one that leads us to a banking droid where we don't get completely fucked.
Well, this gives you vague hints, and there's vague hints of you guys, you know, succeeding, getting the droid, doing everything, slicing it, having everything transferred over to your account, but sometime after that, the Bespin Guard have surrounded your ship.
Well, I assumed that was going to happen anyway.
That's, you don't, like, there's no indication of what happened, it just sort of,
Right.
something involving the droid, and you either not doing something correctly or forgetting to do something.
So that's one possible outcome.
Do we need like an ECM jammer for this droid or something?
That's what the restraining bolt's for, right?
Yes. And hope.
We just need a
Spike. A
comms
really
jammer.
good spike.
Look, Rakcharr is not that, like, computer smart, man. He's just like, I
So
got
as-
this restraining bolt, I got my fist.
As we're heading out, Laana will mention that I saw one over in this area that seems like it would not be too secure, maybe, but I've got a bad feeling about this.
A bad feeling. I mean, we are attempting to do Some pretty serious thievery here.
Yeah, I'm just
Lobot might be
saying.
watching and listening.
Yeah.
Totally not suspicious at all, by the way.
I can't really explain it, but I got a bad feeling.
Lobot's been secretly leaving you guys text messages on your comm links. You guys have just been checking them.
They're really
Well-
kind of passive aggressive.
Jay can't not check his comlink. It's part of his brain.
Little did we know we had enough threats to have them watching us quite a while ago.
Maybe.
Little did we know Lobot actually is okay with the Jewel of Yavin being stolen.
Little did you know that. Maybe.
Lando already stole it.
Write that down, Jordan. That's a good
That'd be some
idea.
shit we like break into the museum and there Lando is just about to leave. Like, oh.
Oh, this is
He's in
awkward.
his full like blue Baron outfit, cape and all, like about to grab the gem off the pedestal. It's
Billy
like, what the fuck are you
D!
doing?
Okay, so you guys are going to go and try to, nab a droid. That's
Yes.
fine. Okay, you're just going to drag it off into some dark alley where hopefully no one enters.
And restraining bolt it.
So,
Alrighty then.
We
try.
really do
Sounds
need.
like it.
We really do need a solution for the camera, though.
Eh?
The camera that's
They
in
have
the
recording
droid.
devices.
Yeah, we
Just-
can.
Just delete the video information before we release it.
Maybe that.
What if it's sent in real time?
No.
That doesn't sound like much of a thing in the Star Wars universe.
Lobot is one of the... Okay, go ahead, Grimith, I'm sorry.
I have an idea. What if we liberate the droid and take it with us?
Liberate.
We have a past history of liberating droids, and maybe this droid has thoughts and feelings and opinions.
Well, I mean,
After we,
So you want to start the Droid Liberation Army?
Yes.
that's
I
a
think
bit
this
of
has
a
already
long-term goal, but
But
feel like this
yes.
is already-
I mean, it's either that or what? We cut up the droid into little fucking bits because we'd have to kill the damn thing, right?
Well, I think
No,
the
we can
ideal
just-
outcome is that we alter its memory and try to remove
Yeah.
all traces that we did anything, and then replace it so nobody's the wiser.
Yeah, you can actually just erase that piece of the droid's memory.
Okay.
It's just a normal slicing check.
All right, because I was thinking we either take it with us or have to fucking murder this thing.
You would think that would be a normal slicing check, Aaron.
All right.
I would actually think that.
All right.
Yes. Alright.
Okay. Well, that's comforting then. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, erasing droid memories is standard practice on most droids.
Because I didn't want to kill this thing, and
Mhm.
just an innocent bystander here, this droid, and
Mhm.
I didn't want to end its existence.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so, I'm assuming you're gonna stalk after the droid and then attempt to, just drag it off into some random-ass place, right?
We want to go full Gareth on it.
Yeah, I think we're all trying to stealth up on this motherfucker.
Or do we just want one person to stealth up?
I think this
grab
has
it,
to
pull it
be a
back?
team thing, because Rakcharr, he's gonna have to, fucking pull the thing, and...
Yeah, we need Rakcharr for muscle, and we need Lissa for the
Welding.
for the welding, if nothing else.
And I will
I'm
assume a
like-
Charlie's Angels pose.
Alright,
And
well...
Jay can probably just keep an eye out.
I like the idea of being a lookout from the dark alley where this shadiness will happen.
Yeah, he's got his whole internal comm link, so he should be able to give everyone a heads up.
Alright. I'm gonna need everyone to make an average stealth check, which is 2 purples.
Here's where the plan ends.
Big funny joke.
Ow! Stealthing hurts Rakcharr's head!
Oh yeah, everyone has 1 strain except for Rakcharr.
Who has 2
I
strength?
don't remember if I lowered mine or not, so I'm just going to say that I might have and stay at 3 instead of dropping to 2.
Okay. Well, everyone but Lissa is not standing out. Lissa kind of stands out for a while.
Wait, I stand out?
No, not Lissa.
I'm the one
Laana.
who failed.
Laana.
Laana!
Laana! He remembers me.
I advantageously stand out.
Mm-hmm. What are you going to use with those advantages? What do you think?
They noticed
Sure,
her,
but I
but
can even
no one
do
else.
Sure, I'll do with that. That's fine. All right.
And I'm
Hey,
just standing in the corner.
Hey, you see the You see the G100 remote banking droid. Looks pretty darn good. Just sort of waddling up, heading away. Looks like he's done for. Looks like he's about ready to get heading back for. Done with his rounds for
the clock out.
All right.
2 weeks from retirement.
All right. Let's see. Make sure that Lissa has the restraining bolt, and Rakcharr will rush out because 7.5 feet tall Wookiees rushing at you are never terrifying at all, and basically try to like grapple and restrain the thing so that Lissa can put on the restraining bolt as fast as possible.
May I interject that perhaps we should look around and make sure we're not...
I'm sure Colorful Eyes Man can handle that.
Color man.
Well, Grimith, I'm going to need you to make either, I'm giving you a choice here, an athletics check or a brawl check. Which would you prefer?
I can make a brawl check?
Yes.
I'm gonna take the brawl check.
Okay. Difficulty is 3 purple.
Don't fail me now. Well, how the hell do you interpret that storytelling?
Well, it still fails.
Yeah,
Let's triumph it in some way.
It runs towards the place we were going to take it anyways.
It's like, oh dear, I'm sorry, did I get in your way? He sort of backs into the alleyway. Like, oh dear, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way. I'm sorry. You must be busy.
That interpretation actually works for me. It's like, I don't want to, like, fucking Wookiee. I must have gotten in its way somehow.
It don't want no trouble.
I don't want no trouble.
Well,
right.
Rakcharr's gonna be confused, actually, for a few seconds. Like, how the fuck did I not grab that thing? Well, maybe why it's distracted, because I got advantage to try. Yeah. Maybe you could try to put the
Hey, little buddy.
Alright, this is actually not what you... This is actually going to be a skullduggery check.
Okay.
For Lissa.
That's unfortunate.
It's only a difficulty of 2 purple.
It's still unfortunate.
Because you're basically forcibly attaching it. You're trying to secretly attach it.
Should have given it to Jay.
I will do all of the assisting.
Alright, I'm fine with that.
I'm asking, how are you assisting? This is just...
Look at me, look over here, look at the obvious person.
I'm going to start banking. No, I'll hold the restraining bolt in place for you.
No, please start banking. That's even better.
Sure,
it's like, no, you're not going anywhere. I need my money.
Alright, 2 extra blue die.
Oh, God.
I'd like to make a withdrawal.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to hold on to those threats, by the way.
I know.
Oh, that's so funny.
Alright, well, the restraining bolt, and the droid goes limp.
Rakcharr blinks and says, "That's not exactly how I had."
I don't know. Restraining bolts, what they make them.
Initially, a stop command.
If you hit the stop command, they will lock up in place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, you have a droid caller, which is like a microphone that lets you issue commands or lock all of the droid servos if it's trying to escape.
So then you just put your finger over the button and threaten it to do things.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to follow commands issued into the droid caller.
All right,
and it would definitely recognize that it's
from page 178 of the core rulebook, basically, like NPC droids aren't meant to be able to do this, although PCs can somehow fight off the restraining bolt.
It's like, oh dear, I appear to be being robbed. He's not raising his voice. Or anything like that.
Keep talking about that.
Right, so, like rightly there, you're not gonna set off an alarm or anything, you're just gonna sit there.
Well, I guess.
You're also going to stop transmitting any camera feeds.
Transmitting camera feeds? Who do you think I am, Lobot?
What do you mean, I guess you're gonna just sit there?
What am I gonna do? If I try to do anything, you're gonna press that button to deactivate me.
Didn't Jay say these things were neurotic?
Very stupid.
Look, we're not trying to... We're not gonna hurt you or anything.
Oh god, you're gonna kill me too!
No.
I literally said we're not.
Rakcharr will lean over to, like, that command thing. Silence.
This has almost nothing to do with you, so just, sit here and be...
I'm waving my arms, opening my mouth up and down here. Sort of like, he's like...
Stop moving, you'll attract attention.
Starts blinking in Morse or binary.
Rakcharr like look at, well, it's not exactly how I drawn it up, but we got it, so should we like
That's fine,
relocate to the ship, or you want to do this here or what?
I'd rather do this here, get it done as quick as possible. Can you put a light on the ports? I need
Do you
to
remember the bonuses you have on your spike, by the way?
Yes. 3 boost, -1 setback.
Alright.
Does holding the light incur assistance boosts?
No. Not in this situation. But that plus the lab, that plus the setting has basically made it so she has no setback dice. This is going to basically be difficulty 3 purples, 2 of them are getting upgraded to reds, and I'm going to spend a dark side point, so it's now 3 reds.
All right.
3 yellow, 3 boost versus 3 red.
Mm-hmm.
I totally don't have.
What was the difficulty?
It's 3 reds,
No, I mean originally.
3 purples.
It was not 3 purples, it was 2 reds, 1 purple. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
That's just
I
how
misheard.
So Rakcharr will block the entrance to ye old alleyway, look all intimidating and posing like a Wookiee can be. Like maybe he's like a bodyguard for like a client who's back there doing something that he shouldn't be doing, But nothing interesting.
Mm-hmm.
My gnome noble guy here, yes, my gnome. I'm guarding him.
Funny, he didn't look gnomish.
A Wookiee standing there with his arms crossed and a gnome beside him with his arms crossed.
That's right, just standing there, remaining perceptive and observational and vigilant.
Actually, no, you take that back.
What are we taking back?
You're not using. This is not for the actual slice. This is for something else. If you want to do something else, this
What?
is to. Never mind. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You want to go ahead?
Well, first, after slicing it, if I succeed, even if I don't succeed, I want to pretty much wipe out the droid's memory from what happened tonight.
Okay. Well.
But I'm going to attempt to slice first.
Alrighty then.
And
Do
it's
you need to check for any sort of security protocols first?
Yeah, I could check that. The spike should take care of it, and the straining bolt should have as well. But...
Because I still have a very bad feeling about this.
Okay, alright. Just keep the alleyway blocked for
So I'm assuming you're checking for security measures now.
Yeah.
Alright, that'll be a hard, which is 3 purple. Computers check.
Okay.
That's it.
Looks fine.
Yeah. That advantage is going to help you with another boost die on your actual slicing check.
You should have rolled 1 additional yellow there.
Should I? Considering I rolled 3 and I have...
No, she didn't roll either.
It was
Chris didn't roll
perfectly...
3. It just
Yeah,
had
you
it
had to
hidden.
click it.
It just had
The
it
dice
hidden.
were perfectly overlapped, so it only looked like 2.
Damn your framework.
Anyhow, well,
You could have fixed
things
this
look
by
clear.
now, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And that advantage is going to another boost, or is it just nothing?
It can go for another boost if you want it.
And we're going to attempt to slice, thinking everything is fine.
Looking for those multiple despairs.
Nothing is fine.
Confusing as shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, the spike didn't work.
You don't even
At
know
least
what to
there were
say
no
to that.
despairs.
There were no despairs. The spike didn't work, though. You don't know why, but it didn't work.
Did you... Is this actually the... Is this the same Banks droid? Or is this some other Banks droid? Did we grab the wrong droid?
Rakcharr will look back and said,
What do you mean?
Laana said that there's only one Cloud City Central Bank that I know of.
Nice.
Did Arent screw us?
You can try again.
We're trying it again.
Alright. This is going to be 3 red.
Actually-
This is going to be 3 red again, but without me spending a destiny point.
Before that, I want to make sure no alarms are going off in the thing that I don't
Okay.
hear.
That'll be just 3 purple check. That'll be just a 3 purple check.
Everything's good.
Everything's fine. But
Looks
hey,
clear.
hey, you realize you can reuse the spike. You weren't using it right.
Wrong port.
Wrong port. But hey, everything's good. No silent alarms whatsoever.
No loud alarms either. We're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Try someone spend that triumph on.
Making
Negate
any
all-
alarm that might have went off seem like a false.
Negate all threat this session.
Let me see what you can use those computer things for.
Jeez, just
Hey,
fucking...
may spend to obfuscate further actions may have taken while slicing the system.
Further actions. Okay.
Well, you have
Well, not any further to obfuscate any actions the character may have taken while slicing the system.
so
Sure.
It's not further actions.
basically you may have just covered your tracks a little bit better.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely try to cover our tracks as we get full access to the whole thing.
I'm glad all of those fucking red dice just showed
That's not full actions of the thing. That's you actually making the actual dump from their account into your account.
It's a good time to add the obfuscation.
It is a good time.
Oh yeah.
so much obfuscating.
Yes.
Okay.
Gotta solve that
I
code.
need you to. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, you're done with that. Now I'm gonna need Lissa to make an average mechanics check.
Average mechanic.
This is all taking around an hour of time, by the way. You've been sitting here fiddling with this for about an hour now.
Rakcharr totally thought in his mind this would go like bam bam, like 5 minutes, just insert the spike, boom,
Yeah.
there's money.
You would listen. This would have been fun.
So Rakcharr, like every now and then's like looking behind him nervously.
Okay, I'm keeping track of these threats. I don't. Okay. You realize that while you're slicing into this thing, that this thing is built with a black box of sort that keeps track of all transactions that go in and out of the droid.
Heavy sigh.
Jokes on
Great.
them. We didn't do a transaction in the droid.
Technically, you did.
So,
Well, then wouldn't the
Back.
obvious answer there be to basically just empty the account
Into what?
into cred sticks? Can the droid do that?
The droid can't really do that. These are ATMs. Ain't no ATMs in real life have a shit ton of money. This droids really can't dispense that much money.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they just were able to dispense like a cred stick with a large amount printed onto it or something.
No, cred sticks are actual like
I
rectangular
know they're not.
coins.
I know they're not data storage devices, but I wasn't sure if it could print them or not.
No. It really doesn't have the ability to print something that large.
Fucking old future tech.
Yep.
that's really all I can think of right now, other than continuing to mess with this. Trying to literally take is it a physical black box or is it a programming one?
It is a physical black box.
Tear it out.
Why don't we just
Yep.
steal that? And
Yeah, Laana, Lissa realizes that will take quite a while to actually tear it out.
You up for liberating a droid?
Okay, we still.
what if it were removed without much care for what happens to the droid?
Still quite a long time
That and we might as well just be killing the thing.
at that point, yeah.
Beating its body up a bit isn't the same as destroying the brain.
Actually, yeah.
So,
Would it take
maybe
more or
it's-
less time to remove the verbo brain itself?
Same amount of time, really.
Damn it.
And the thing's not part of the verbo brain.
One is inside the other is inside the first.
No, I'm not suggesting it's part of the verbo brain. I'm saying we could take out the verbo brain to not kill it. Destroy the body, put it in a new droid later. If we care
Okay.
about that kind of thing.
Destroy the hell out of the body.
That would probably take even longer because it's a verbo brain.
Okay.